Should I say that from the midnight,
I don't
sporting
know.
event center?
It's a live studio audience, too. You know,
Yes, we have
come
a
on.
live studio audience here today. Yeah, that's right.
You're going to clap.
Welcome to another episode of Behind the Wrenches with Zach and Randy. Today we're going to talk about automotive stuff again.
Yeah,
because that's all we
probably.
do.
Now we're going to talk about building houses.
Right. That's next week. That's
That's
next
next
week. We're going
week.
to talk about building houses. Anyway,
Now on to something we don't know.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Right.
I
We'll build the
know
deck next
everything.
week.
Somebody told me that once.
We're building the deck. I got to tell you though, Randy, I was thinking about something this last week, and I'm kind of sad. When I was younger,
Yeah.
remember all the magazines we used to get that were, hot rod and off road and anything like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
I had
they-
subscriptions.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
tons of them.
Oh yeah. What is the one thing you notice that they all share in common? All their pictures that are in there. What do you see?
They're really nicely built. I mean,
That's true, but let's go beyond that for a second. What do you see the most? Like, who's in that picture?
nobody. What do you
A lot
mean?
of times it's always girls in bikinis. And
Well,
all that.
yeah, I didn't think you wanted to go. I mean,
Well,
but
no,
I was like,
what-
most of the time there's a truck picture or car. There's nobody in it.
A lot of times there wasn't, but sometimes there was. A lot of hot rod magazines had,
You know.
the pinup girls and all
Yeah,
that
well,
stuff.
you'd have like the centerfold.
Right. But that,
Okay.
I'll tell you what, that right there, I think that screwed with a lot of people. Because I built a lot of stuff. You've built a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We got the truck here behind us, my
Yeah.
93 Blazer that I got. That's LS swap, by the way.
Yeah,
So
it's White Claw for the LS people. White
Yeah,
Claws.
White Claw. Yeah, White Claws. Anyways,
You try one, and you either like it or you don't. You still try it.
still try it. This is the third one I've had that I've done right here.
I
So
know.
I just didn't learn my lesson the first two
I know.
times.
It happens.
Anyways, my point is,
keep trying them. Maybe it'll taste better.
it doesn't taste any better every time I do it. Anyways, what I'm getting at is that 85 that I built, that lowered C10 that I have,
Mm-hmm.
every time I take that truck out, go to the gas station, stop somewhere, I could have taken home a dozen guys by now.
Yeah.
I get compliments on that truck everywhere I go, which is
Yeah.
good. But it's always older guys like, hey, man, nice truck. I have never had a gal come up to me and be like, that is the coolest thing ever. Take me now. So they lied to us. Hot Rod
They
Magazine
lied to us, but it's also, they're like, man, that's a nice truck. Oh, look at the guy driving it. That's terrifying.
That's
I'm not
true,
going to
too.
say anything. I mean,
I get you. I'm with you.
I have, with the old Black Sheep truck, I was sitting at a gas station one time, and I was filling up the truck, and I walked out, and there was two girls sitting behind it taking a picture of
Nice.
them by the truck. As soon as I came out, they're like, "Oh, there's the owner. That's
we're outta
terrififying.
here.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we're
He's
done
gonna
with
throw
it."
us in the back and chloroform us or something." I'm like, but you'll see it. I know several girls that are into stuff like this, and they'll snap a picture of a truck, but they're just like in the Hot Rod magazine, the four wheeler magazines, all that stuff. That's why they don't show the owner. Nobody wants to see him. Nobody cares
see
about
that
them.
guy.
It's the vehicle.
Right.
I mean.
The other thing I've noticed, though, about what we do and all the trucks we've built and all that stuff, and I noticed this more with the off-road stuff. This is something we'll talk about, dive into a little bit. You notice that most of these events that we go to, the average age of guys that are there? You know what I'm saying? Like they're all older. I don't want to say older guys because I mean we're older guys, but they're all around our age and older.
Well, yeah. Look at John. We met from Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was late 50s.
Oh, I think he was a little bit older than that.
Yeah,
I mean,
well-
these guys aren't old, but I mean, you don't see. I remember when we got into this years ago. You've been in it longer than I have.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was all guys our age, and we just expanded and kept going. But there's no one coming behind us. It feels that way.
Well,
It
there
feels, maybe
is.
I'm wrong.
There is, but there's not as many. Because you go to an event like they just had the Ross end of year bog,
Oh,
and the guy that runs Aftermath truck, I can't think of his name. His kid ran a truck. He rolled it. He's 13 years old. He was pinning it to win it across the mud pit, and it came,
awesome.
it flipped, it endoed. And I mean,
awesome.
he got bogger the day he jumped out. He's 13 years old. I'm like, man, I wish my dad would have been, I'd be crazy right now. But I mean,
I
you
get
know.
it. You know,
I mean,
it
it's
feels
just-
like there's just not as many.
there isn't. There, it isn't. Well,
Okay, so what I like about the off-roading and the mud bog thing is this, is that you can't go buy a factory-built bogger truck, mud
No.
bogger, whatever. You,
No.
you just can't.
no, the closest thing you could come to buying anything factory that was ready for mud was a four-wheeler. And that was they still make that small niche market,
They do.
the Mud Pros and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, you couldn't, you got a ZR1 package or, off-road package. That was it. It didn't, they don't,
I think that's what I like about mud bogging the most is that you can't go buy a factory built.
No,
you
it's-
can't go buy a factory built anything on 44s or
No.
whatever, 35s, 38s, 37s, all that other stuff. You just can't. You're actually forced to build it if you want to do it.
Yeah.
And I do like that. But I wonder if that's why people aren't doing it. And I don't know why that is. I always thought as technology progressed with YouTube and with TikTok and all this other stuff that's out there, we have everything at our disposal nowadays. Everything.
Yeah.
You can build just about whatever anything
Yeah.
you want. And, back in the day when we were building stuff, we had to literally pull it out of thin air or go to those truck meets when everyone meet up down Bay City there.
Yeah.
And look at what other people are doing and go, wow,
you
I
had to,
never thought about that.
when I built, when we put 4-link underneath my 79, that was early 2000. It was coil spring and 4-link.
Yep.
And any place I stopped, and if people knew what trucks were, they were like, that thing's 4-linked. It was really, it just wasn't around. You didn't see 4-link trucks back then. And I drove it on the road. I drove that it was on 44s and stuff like that. But I mean, and we didn't, you took geometry. You had to know geometry. I mean, now you can put it into a computer program and get everything you need to get, which is makes it easier to make. But if you're not into it, you're not into it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I get,
But I mean, the days, we were out on the truck trails last year, and we were out there, we have our trucks out there, we're just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And remember that one guy stopped me, and he said, man, I haven't seen a truck like this out on these trails in years. You go out there, it's all side-by-sides now.
Yeah.
Which, okay, I get there's your factory-built off-roader right there, your side-by-side.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's become, you look at when we go to Rocks and Valleys in Harrison. When we're down there playing in the El Mud, which is a deep pit that's out there, you always look up and it always draws a crowd.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if there's a love for it and people that want to do it, or do they just like seeing it?
I think a lot of people like seeing what's going to happen. They want to see if there's going to be any carnage or you're going to make it or what's going to happen. I mean, because I remember me and you and Josh went to the mounds. Oh, my God. You were still in Wyoming.
Oh, yeah.
We took the 4-wheelers.
Yep, I remember that. Yep, I have pictures of that.
No, this was a different time. The first time I took you to the mounds, when we went, you were working at Labady's.
Okay.
And we went to the mounds. You took, I think you took your dirt bike.
I did.
And I took my 4-wheeler.
Yes, yeah, you're
and
right.
we went there because I was like, you got to see this.
I remember that because I come around that corner got about smoked by a truck.
Yeah, because it's really not for dirt bikes.
Right,
but that's okay.
It's not for bikes.
Yeah, but I was on my 4-wheeler and I ran down and I ran into that mud hole and I had it pinned. I'm covering myself in mud and I stop and there's 15 people standing there watching me do this.
Right.
I'm stuck and I'm like, what are all you people? We're just watching you do this. It's great.
Right.
Look at this. This guy's crazy.
You know what I find funny is I know an automotive instructor just north of here, and he was telling me that he puts on YouTube and whatever else, so anything automotive educational for the kids during the day.
Okay. Yeah.
And they watch, it has to be educational, but he lets them on Fridays pick whatever they want.
Okay.
What do you think they're watching?
I hope this.
No. No kidding. I'm gonna make a phone call to him. Listen, put this on. The kids will appreciate it.
Yeah.
We do this for the children.
Yeah, it's for the children.
We're only doing this for the children. But anyway, yeah.
We're giving back.
Yeah, we're giving back. This is our giving back to the community right here. Yeah.
No, what? What are they watching?
Two hillbillies in Bentley talk about cars and trucks. They watch crash stuff. That is what they want to see. They want to see failing videos of failures is what they like to see.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I think everyone does.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, you got, like, you go to a race, any race, you go to watch a race, and there's, like, probably 30% of the people are there to watch the race. The rest are hoping something happens. Right. I want to see an accident. I want to see a car explode. I want to see dude running on fire across the parking lot screaming, even if he's not in the race, just some drunk guy.
I got to tell you something. I'm sure you knew this about me. But when I was out west, I was a track official at a circle track, at a dirt circle track.
Oh, yeah.
One of the funnest, I enjoyed the job a lot. It was a good time. But one thing I seen one time is I seen a car. They were racing like B mods, late models, whatever they were running. I don't keep up on that stuff anymore. Yeah. But anyways, he come around the corner and his engine popped. And he was able to roll that thing off the track. And I rode over there on my four-wheeler to make sure everything was okay. And I looked down at the ground. The oil was on the ground out of his engine, was boiling. Mm-hmm. On the ground. Yeah. That was just... Yeah. I remember looking down and going, that oil is...
That's the problem with competition.
Right.
You're going to push everything you got farther than it can go.
Right.
For competition's good, but yeah, for $500. I mean, to stand up and get I got my, Winston Cup. Right. Right. I love racing, been in lots of stuff like that. I'm not into that because I would much rather go out and have fun with my stuff.
Yeah.
Than
I enjoy that too. I used to do the competition stuff. I did competition side-by-side mud drag racing for years. Yeah. It was fun. I really did enjoy it a lot. But yeah, you're going out and you get to run 3-4 times and then sit the rest of the day. I like going out and just enjoying the day.
Yeah,
and
have a good time. Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with competition racing. The only thing I really have against the local competition stuff is the fact that the guys that go out there, and a lot of them are great guys, but my God, you'd think they were going to win $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
They got a truck that they got $100,000 into, and they literally go out there and win $2,500, $1,000. I just ordered shocks for my truck, coilovers.
Yep.
It was $3,500.
Yep.
For 4 of the the cheaper side coilover shocks for my truck.
Yep.
So I can't imagine sinking that kind of money in my truck. I have a lot of money in my truck. You got a lot of money in your truck. Over the years, I did not dump it all in 3 months.
My God,
you couldn't. You go broke.
I'm already broke.
I am too. It's okay.
Looking for sponsors.
We're poor people. Yeah, that's right. I would say the people at home that are listening to this that aren't watching the video, just so everyone knows, if you've watched the previous 2 videos, you would understand this a little bit more. But we do have. You see, I brought you lunch today.
Yeah.
We got.
I know it feels so much like a dealership.
I know. I wanted you to feel better.
I do. Everything is all right now.
Yeah, everything's okay.
I know that Little Caesars is watching better. Over me.
Caesar himself.
Yep.
He's got your back.
He's watching. Yep.
I wonder if Little Caesars
he's got
sponsor
smile.
more like off-road events. They gotta know. They're the ones that's providing the pizza. They just gotta know.
Their problem. They're huge. I mean, they got an arena.
They do down in Detroit. Yeah.
Little Caesars Arena. I mean,
right.
They're like, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway.
You know how many pizzas they sell to dealerships for that thing?
Right. One of these days we are going to get that exact number from them. I'm going to give them a call, email them or something, and be like, hey, listen, what's your guys', But I wonder, you know what I want to know, though, because that's popular here. What I want to know is from the other guys or technicians out there anywhere, what is the go-to pizza for you guys? Like, is it Little Caesars across the country? Or like some of them Domino's, or what I'm saying? Like, where are they? Well, the
problem, Domino's. That's Michigan. That's a Michigan pizza company too. Yeah, so right. I don't know. I mean,
I just wonder. I'd be interested to see the comments of where guys.
I mean, if this goes international, that would be great. I would love to hear what somebody in like Europe, France, or maybe like Asia. What are the technicians over there get?
I want to know. They give the Audi guys in Germany for pizza
a beer.
Parties.
They give them a beer. You can have 2 beers at lunch. You can.
That's what they do. Bring them in. Here you go, guys. There you go. Anyways.
Toast,
Right. But back to what we were talking about, though.
We were? What?
I don't even know what we were talking about, to be honest with you. We're just winging it. Here's the thing about this podcast, okay? I see this as like a Bob Ross painting. We know where we're going to start. but we don't know where it's going to end up.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a lot of happy little accidents.
We're going to, a little happy cloud in the background over here.
Right. Yeah, happy little tree somewhere. We've got a happy little blazer behind us.
Well, and if we can, teach someone to tie their shoes while they're doing it, we're good.
Right. I tease the guys in the shop every once in a while that, about that stuff where I'll say, I know why you wear Velcro shoes now. I get it.
Yeah.
They
all hop in a bus and they wear Velcro shoes. They got to put a helmet on to get to work. Wait a minute.
I got a funny story about a short bus. So, just side note.
Side note. Was this the one you rode? No.
I drove it.
You drove it.
I drove one. So out west, when I was working out west and working in the coal mines and stuff, they had a short bus that would take guys in and out of the pit and stuff like that. They brought it in the shop, had problems. And I had the doghouse off of it, and I come to find out that the cat was plugged in it. And I said, well, I'm pretty sure the converter's plugged, so I'm going to cut the converter off and just see if it fixes it.
Yeah.
Because if the converter's plugged anyways, I'll replace it. So I cut the converter off, left it straight piped, whipped that thing out of the shop, opened the door, got everyone in the shop to get on that bus.
Yeah.
And we went for a ride.
Yeah, went and got ice cream.
Yeah. Had to stop the guys in the back trying to climb out the window.
Like, when the hell did we get ice cream?
But anyways, so like I said, so we got our happy little accidents here in our podcast, Like I said, we got our happy little blazer behind us. You know what, though? I was putting them 35s on it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was you that said it. It may have been you.
Okay.
That said you remember, your first set of, or when you had little tires.
Yeah, I do. I remember. I can remember.
I took 37s off it. The guy, okay, so we'll make a full circle here, okay, coming back to building stuff and all that other crap. We know for a fact, and this is what I'm talking about when you talk about the younger generation not getting into it and all this other stuff, is the fact that it is expensive to build stuff.
Yeah.
But it is not expensive to buy it.
No,
which I always thought was interesting. So,
like I said, this is the thing. It comes to a pride thing. You want to build it. You want to be involved in the process of putting it together, so you can say that I built this. You see the stickers, built, not bought, and whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, well, if they're out there having fun,
yeah, who cares? I don't care if you built it, bought it, whatever you did with it. If you're having fun, no one can take that from you.
No, but like I said, you see the sticker. Like I said, the built, not bought. And I go, well, you still bought the parts, or did you steal them? Because if you stole them, I'd sure like to know where you get them.
Where'd you get those from? Yeah,
because some of this stuff's expensive.
But what I mean by that is this: is that you can this blazer that's in here. Okay, so it's a '93 K1500 blazer. The new body style. We're going to go
OBS.
Down that. Hold on now.
Okay. New body.
So it's a new body style OBS. All right.
Yeah, whatever. See, there's a whole.
But don't even get me started on that.
Well, you just said that there's nobody into this, but they've got that coined as an OBS body.
Do. Who started that?
I don't know.
Just some kid woke up one day and said, that's OBS.
I probably, the same.
I had a guy say that to me recently. Called something an OBS. I'm like, what, like an 02? We've had 6 body styles since 99 or whatever we're on now. I don't remember for GM stuff. But you know what I'm saying? OBS, what? 55? What do we call that? Is that OBS?
I don't know.
It technically is.
Well, OBS. I'm thinking, okay, the 73 to, what was it, 87, 88?
Yeah. Yep, 73 to 87.
Yeah. I mean, that's the old body style.
92 if it was a blazer or a one-ton.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the old body style. I mean... No, it's a square body. Oh,
right.
Come on.
So when I say new body style, it's a new body style blazer and an old body style, whatever. We'll get off that. But anyways, we go on that for a day. But one of my point is that I was searching around Facebook. Facebook knows me too well. I'm on there.
Oh no, it knows what you want. That's
and this.
Mark's sitting there going, yeah, you're getting that. Yeah.
Thanks, Mark. We'll just send him some flowers later or something.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Just like and subscribe to this too.
For every one like, we send one rose to Mark Zuckerberg.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh God,
he's at home. 400,000 flowers show up. Some guy in Bentley, Michigan said he said thanks. We don't know what the deal is. Anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about.
Wow, whiff.
Yeah. You too can save a life.
Yep.
No, anyways, so I was searching around Facebook, and I wasn't even looking for this Blazer. And the guy, I get where he was at. He had this thing listed, and I'm not shy in telling people what I pay for stuff. He had it listed for $3,500.
Yeah.
And the Blazer itself, so it's a 93. I don't know what the lift is on it, probably 6 inches if I were to guess.
Yeah, something like that.
But anyways, the lift was supposed to clear 37s.
Yeah.
Supposed to. But he already had the engine trans in it. He had most stuff hooked up. All the bodywork's been done. Nice Blazer.
Yeah.
But where he stopped was they swapped in these Super Duty axles underneath it, and he couldn't get the steering hooked up. And it's not that he couldn't. I think he had so many other projects there at his house that I think he just kind of was like, you know what, I've had this one for years. I'm just done with it, and I want out of it.
Yeah.
You know. And so I went down there, and I bought it from him, and got it home, and it cost me another, oh my gosh, what was it, like $1,100 to get the steering all hooked up. I had to pull the knuckles, send it to Oregon, have it specially machined.
Yep.
You know, and put it all together. Now, but what I'm getting at is this: is that if I were to build this Blazer from scratch,
Yeah.
there's $10,000 there.
Yep.
So my point is that is it cheaper to buy it or is it cheaper to build it? It is a pride thing, but this Blazer will be mine when I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I got all the steering hooked up. I got the brakes on it. I got the drive shafts built for it. I mean, I'm going to make it my own.
Yeah.
And modify it as I go, but...
Well, I look at the Ram Charger.
Right.
You know, I got it up for sale right now. But, I mean, I spent, I don't remember what I paid for that thing.
Yeah,
but it was...
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah. But,
I mean,
that
thing for
it's...
$20,000. It's yours a day for $3.
Yeah.
That's 45.
Well, but like I said, I put the aluminum headed bed block in it. I put the Dana 60 in it. We put the 513s in it.
Yeah.
It's a great truck. It's fun, but I was like, I got a guy kind of interested in looking at it, and I'm just like, I started piecing it out in my head when I was sitting there, and I'm going, well, if I part it out, I can do this. I'm like, man, I'm going to give it away.
That's what I did. You know what, though? That K5 Blazer I ended up doing that.
Yeah.
What do you do, though? You know what I'm saying? But we're not doing this for the money.
No,
you know
like I said, no, you're not. If you're doing this for money, then...
This ain't the business. You're not
don't
gonna get the business
get
of flipping mud trucks.
Yeah, that's definitely not a business in flipping mud trucks.
No,
that's for sure.
Absolutely not.
I mean, unless you got a semi and you can start hauling them out of Florida up to Michigan, you might be able to make a killing at that. But
No one wants that stuff anymore, and I don't understand what that's all about either. Yeah, I get they do, but everyone went this mega truck route, which I think that's cool myself. Tube chassis, rear engine trucks like your truck.
Yeah.
And I do. I have a lot of respect for that. I think it's really awesome. But I don't know if people think because they can't get to that immediately. I mean, you're 46 years old now?
Yeah.
46 years old?
Yeah.
You are 46 years old and you are just now getting to that truck that you want to build.
Yeah.
I am 40 years old and I just now am getting to the truck that I built. Yeah. We didn't have these when we were 20.
No. If you had it when you were 20, mom and dad had lots of money.
Right.
Or you had a mom and a dad, and you split time between them, and they were both trying to make you hate the other one.
Right. And
look at what I bought you, son. I got you this Blazer. It's a 1-ton.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying, though, is that I don't know if these guys right out of the gate, they're just like, well, because I can't have that, I'm just not going to do it. Which, that's a very defeatist way of thinking, but...
Well, like, my first truck, which I still have, my brother bought it. I got it from him when I was 16, and it was on 35s, 79, 78, F-150, 456 gears, and that was 96. And, stock truck still had 31s at the time. So you had 35s. It was like, oh, my God.
You were the king of the street.
You got a monster truck,
Right.
and like that's what, I was like, but I drove to high school every day. You could get gas for like 69 cents, so I put $5 in to run back and forth to school every day instead of filling it up, because then I wouldn't go anywhere.
Right.
But, and we go four-wheeling on the weekends and then come back, and, we did that for years. And, I mean, you almost got to start someplace. I know you're not going to start in a mega truck. If you start in a mega truck, I hope your parents need another son. I'm looking. No,
right. Yeah,
but
parents, you can write us at
yeah.
the wrenches.
Just There, but
That's the stuff I'm getting at. Though, is I just wish that I could find the younger generation to go buy.
Well,
Go
here's
buy,
the other
OBS2,
problem.
Here's that 99 to 05.
Here's the other problem. Here's
the
the other problem with compared to when I was 16 and you were 16 to now is you buy one of these. You buy like that 78. It was I was 16 when I got it, and it was 17 years old. So a 17-year-old truck right now is what? That's
a 2000.
2000.
No. We're holy Jesus.
Yeah.
We're old.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? The
It's a
17-year-old truck
podcast.
is here we are here. Holy
Wait a
crap.
minute.
So I mean, apparently I'm bad at math. Yeah, 17-year-old truck.
Yes.
A
Well, that's why I didn't do it.
2008. That's a truck I daily drive right now.
Okay, so you look at it like that.
Oh
It's
my
a
God, why
okay.
you gotta say stuff
A
like that to
2000.
me?
Okay, yeah, but think about it like this. Okay, it's a 2008 truck.
Yeah.
First of all, a 16-year-old kid can't get it because you're happily driving something like that.
Right.
So, and if they can get it, what can you do? You can put a lift on it, which if you get a GM, it's very time consuming. It's not easy because of the IFS front end and all that stuff. Same thing with a half-ton Dodge. Same thing with a half-ton Ford.
Right. Yeah, they're all IFS trucks. Yeah.
Unless you go to a 3/4 ton or a 1-ton Ford or a Dodge where you got a solid axle where it's still, and then they're still kind of expensive to lift. But it's not like I can go in and, like take the carb off and we're going to throw a Holly on it and we're going to make it get more horsepower. Well, no. I mean, you can do it with a tuner, but you got to buy a tuner.
Right. Or pay somebody to tune it.
Yeah. So it's not the same, the kids that, he can't really, there's no such thing as like a shade tree mechanic. It's just not, they're not out there. No, it's not
anymore.
there. But I mean, the other thing is the truck's also double the horsepower it was when,
That's the thing. That's 79 that you got.
Yeah.
Factory, I'm just guessing 160 to 190 horse.
If you're lucky.
I don't know what it had, if it had a 351M or 400M or 351 or whatever it was.
It had a 400, but
400.
It had a cam and an intake and stuff like
Right.
that.
So
but
with these
headers.
newer trucks like an 08, they're 300 horse out of the box.
Yeah.
You can lift them, throw a set of gears in them, and you could be out having fun tomorrow because the engine's already got enough horsepower.
Well,
you could expand on it from there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when it comes down to it, too, it was easier to work, easier to monkey around with an engine than it is to mess around with a set of gears if you don't know anything.
Right.
Because, I mean, yes, all the knowledge is out there and all the you can get all that stuff off Google. Like, we couldn't do that back in the day. You had to get a book.
Yeah.
But, you can't, gears, easiest way to make a vehicle come to life, gears. Put a set of gears in it, period. It's the easiest way.
But then you got to have it tuned in these newer ones because if you just throw a set of gears in it kills your shift points.
Yeah, it screws the shift points all up and a bunch of other stuff. But, I know guys that are our age that they won't touch a rear end. I'm not doing that. It's voodoo in there.
I don't know why that's so. I never understood why that was so.
Well, I don't know. They just, that's fine. I'm okay. You don't want to do it. That's fine. I get it because you don't feel confident in doing it. Like last summer, I sold a 2.5 ton to somebody, and it had broken. I think it had broken a tooth off the pinion.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yeah, just take this
That's
apart.
the one you tried telling me he was in good shape. You're trying to sell me.
No, that was the other one.
Okay,
No, it was after I
I'm
broke
just
it.
kidding.
And
this is broken. I'll sell it to you now.
yeah, it's really good. See, it's got fresh spray paint on it.
I painted it blue.
Yep. But and I was like, just pull this apart, put this in, torque it down, and blah blah blah. And the guy was like, and he's building a mega truck, and he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, what do you're building a 4-link truck right now? I'm like,
this goes back to exactly what I'm talking about. We have more information at our fingertips than we've ever had in our lives.
Yeah.
So if you get a 14 bolt or a 2.5 ton or 5 ton, I don't care what you're getting.
Yeah.
And you throw it on a set of stands in your garage.
Yep.
You could literally grab your laptop like the one sitting in front of me that I just type on to make it look like I'm doing something, and
Looks
watch a dozen videos guys that are rebuilding them or showing you how to do it.
And here's the other thing that's changed in years too. I said you got Google, you got all the information at your fingertips, and then you got this place called Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
Might not
Wouldn't
be
that
the
have been
best
awesome
quality
when
tools,
Right.
but you can get stuff there that would get you through so that rear end wouldn't blow up and make noise.
Yeah.
You can do that. We didn't have it.
We didn't have when did Harbor Freight come into business? You know? I don't know that
Oh
answer.
God, I don't know. It must have been. I have
to
no
be
idea.
after
You got a
2000.
computer? Google
I
it.
know, but I didn't have it turned on. It's just here for show.
Oh, okay. I
I
thought.
was
I thought.
looking, actually, I'm just kidding. I was looking up lift kits for Silverados.
Oh,
You can, just in case I want to lift mine higher.
yeah. And then you could sell it to somebody. No.
I can't because we live in Michigan and the frame rotted in half, so I got to cut the frame out of it and replace it.
Ah, that's all right. They're supposed to do that. You bolt a bed to the box. You bolt a cab to the bed, and then it's good to go. I've seen that with a piece of wood, and it's good. Then it's a unibody.
It's a unibody Silverado. Actually, you know what? I think I kind of knew this already. Harbor Freight started in 1977.
Okay, yeah, it was like a catalog.
It's
wasn't it?
it's a catalog. It was a catalog order store. But the first retail stores opened in 1980.
Yeah, but it must have.
Oh, never mind. I read that. Misread that.
Oh,
It says 1985. A guy named Eric Schmidt was named president of the company,
oh.
which that's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait a minute.
I'm gonna have to call him. Like, man, you were born in '85. How did you start Harbor Freight?
Yeah.
But
It's good.
it's trying to the AI mode's trying to
Yeah.
load. So they started as that's what I figured. I was guessing that too. Started in California.
Yeah, I figured out west.
Yeah, and it must have just finally made it to here.
Yeah, but even then,
mean-
even back, okay, early 2000s, you had Sears. You
I
had
miss Sears, but yeah.
yeah, you had Sears, and you had in hardware stores and the few race shops that were around. You could go to get some stuff. And then every once in a while, they'd have a tent sale in a parking lot someplace, and you could go buy tools.
Yeah.
And they'd be some weird off-brand, as like Freightliner wrench, and it's like, yeah,
Right.
And-
But
and-
if you're doing this stuff in your garage, it's just a hobby. Whether it's a hot rod or whether
Yeah.
it's you're right. Go to Harbor Freight. Get your.
Oh, yeah.
it's
I
cheap.
mean-
they got their Icon brand now, which is more online
Yeah.
with everyone else. But you have that at your disposal today.
well, I mean, anything you can get off a Snap-on truck, you can get at Harbor Freight almost.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
really close. Like, I firm believer. Like I said, did wrenched in a dealership for 20 some years, and if I worked the first 15 or whatever 15 years, and everything I had was Craftsman, except
Yeah.
my ratchets. My ratchets were Snap-on. One, because he showed up and I couldn't have to go run to a store to get them fixed if they broke, and I liked the way they felt in my hand when you were
Oh,
using
yeah.
it, because it didn't have like the edge that like bit into my hand when I was using it.
Yeah,
and
that
I was like,
Craftsman had.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd rather pay to have the comfort and the the availability of having him show up and go, this is broke,
Yeah.
but years
But that's-
sockets are sockets.
That's the other thing, I mean, we got all these places, and I know there's a lot of technicians out there that'll argue Harbor Freight. They'll tell you don't even go there. That's worthless. Snap-on, Mac are the only ways to
Oh,
go.
yeah.
And I get that too. But for people starting out in this business, and we'll dive down that road another day. But starting out in this business, you have the option to have complete technician sets for $1,000.
Yeah,
But,
like
and get started.
when Josh and I were in college, Snap-on came in, and they came in. They said, "We got a deal for you guys. This is a $3,500 tool set. Mechanic. They called it their mechanics
Yep,
tool
I
set.
have that.
And
I
it
have
was
I
it
have
was
it.
like $2,000 or $1,500. It was ridiculously marked down
Yeah, for college students.
for college students. And I go, wow, that'd be great. Except I'm broke. I'm in college. I
put it on my bill. Put it on the
Can I
college
put it
loan.
on the truck account?
Yeah, put it
what?
on my truck account.
But I'm like, it was a great idea at the time. It's just bad timing.
Right.
Honestly, they should have worked a deal with them if you got into a shop, blah, 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 kept your credentials of that you went to this school or whatever. We do this for you. Whatever.
honor
That's the
when you
best way,
graduate. Yeah, honor when you graduate.
but
so back where we're getting at though. So we know that you can get tools out there today. There's the availability of all this is massive compared to when we started.
oh yeah.
So I don't know, and that's why I keep asking the question. I don't know what the excuse is. Is there an excuse for it or not? Are you just? Do you want someone to build the truck for you? Do you want someone to? What is it that you're looking for? And that's what I want to ask the generation behind us. Like, what are you not getting into it because a guy like you or me hurt your last feeler that you had, and you went and stood in the corner and cried and decided never? What did we do?
Well,
here,
like
you know?
I said, they got that kid at the shop that he was working there.
Dirt.
Huh?
Dirt.
Dirt? No, Dirt.
He's
no,
a
not
different guy.
that.
All right.
Dirt's a different guy. He's not in the shop right now. He's actually doing really good for himself.
Good. That's
But,
what I like to hear.
no, we got this kid, and I mean, dude, I was relentless on him, like relentless, like and he's turned into a pretty good technician, like to the point I'm like, you're doing good. I think you're doing a good job. I'm glad he's doing it, and he's 21, 22 years old or whatever,
Okay.
I mean, it was to the point we were, I made sure he knew that this was what was getting it, if he was gonna be a mechanic. And I don't know whether it had any influence on how he is now, but
Okay,
I'm
so
glad to where she is.
We're going to dive into that more into the next episode because I already have it all pre-planned in my notebook that I just put notes and little things in
Yeah,
and just
like smiley faces.
I put a lot of smiley faces in my book while we're talking. It's good times.
Yeah.
Anyways, I do want to dive into that more. We'll do that on the next episode. We're going to talk more about how technicians, why they are the way they are. We're going to go down that road a little bit deeper because I was in the shop and them boys were relentless on me. Shit, you were relentless on me. You and Josh. Josh was actually my mentor tech.
Yep.
And
Josh is very laid back. I mean,
won't come on the show though. We're
I
gonna
already
make
told
fun
him
of
he's probably
later.
going to have to, but
He
we'll
has to.
we're going to figure that out.
But
I know he's a,
I'm just going to tell this small story that's good. This will lead into next week's podcast. Okay.
every 2 weeks. Come on, I think
Whatever it is going to be. All right. Next week, one a day. We're going to one a days. No. Live. We're going to be live all the time.
Yeah, we're just going to camera strap it on.
Right. Just wander around.
Live cam with Zach and
Yeah. When he was my mentor tech, because you and him, you're about 5-6 years older than me.
Yep.
I was 17, he was 22 at the time.
Yep.
We fresh out of college.
Yep.
And I mean, he was running that shop. He was the shop foreman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they beat him relentlessly.
Yeah.
And they did too. But I
He
remember
knew when to say when way earlier than me.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. But I was telling
Way
the story.
smarter.
I was telling the story to a guy the other day. He didn't believe me when I told him this. I remember I angered him so bad one time. He sucker punched me.
I could see
and
that.
knocked me to the ground.
Yep.
Right?
Well,
we're still friends to this day. This is
Well, here's the one that gets me. We need to take the hoist out of tard mode.
Yeah.
Because you're so much taller than you're like.
Right. I'm 6'5", 200.
Josh is taller than me. I'm not a
pounds.
very tall guy as it is, but it's like.
Yeah, take it down. That happened all the time.
Yeah, I know. I even said it a few times to you. I was like, "Come on, hey!"
But the thing is that is it some kind of this maybe this will be the topic where the love language of technicians.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is that what it is? Because I never paid any attention to that. I mean, yeah, it does suck when you get picked on. You're young in the shop and you're getting ragged on nonstop.
Come on, yeah, but it's good. Yeah,
but it made me want to work harder.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying work harder, but I mean it was one of them things.
You wanted to make sure that you.
I'll show you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do. You think I can't?
Right. Watch this.
I'm
gonna show you something fun right now.
Yep.
And it took me 20 years to get there.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't. And I think that's what I almost wonder if we live in a society where which is a whole nother thing. And man, we could just, what I'm getting at is that do we live in a society where it's instant gratification now? Now, I want everything now.
Yeah, I mean, we were giving trophies to everybody.
Right, but
I never got a trophy.
The instant gratification doesn't make any sense to me, though. And I'll tell you why. Because back in the day, No. There's someone out there making, that guy says back in the day a lot. He's 40 and he says back in the day like 10 times.
Back in my
You know what I'm
day.
saying? Back in my day when we had Sears. But
Yep. We
what
go
I'm
to
saying
Sears
is
and
that-
Roebuck on a horse and carriage.
right. Okay, another story for another day. But anyways, about a horse and carriage.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, if you got up on a Saturday, and let's say you're watching, I don't think it was called Gear Trucks at the time, Stacy David, all those guys.
Yeah.
And let's say you seen him using a torque wrench, and you're like, man, I would love to have a torque wrench like that. You could literally walk out of your house, get in your vehicle, drive to Sears or drive to, not Harbor Freight at the time, or whatever, and walk up and grab it off the shelf, physically hold it in your hand, buy it, and go home.
Yeah.
So that to me is more instant gratification than going, well, I'll flip up Amazon, I can have it in 3 to 4 days. So it's not instant gratification anymore. So what is instant gratification? You know, that's always been
Well, they want
my
to be
wonderment
told
with
that, you know, they're doing a good job before they do a good job.
Right.
They're like, you're doing a good job. I know I showed up today.
Right.
You know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When did we become that?
Yeah.
So, but we'll get that. That's for another day. All right. We'll get into that more. That'll be next week's or next 2 weeks. Sorry, Randy. 2 weeks.
Well,
from now.
I'm just trying to keep us on point here.
That is ours. Well, this is Behind the Wrenches with Zach and Randy. Like, subscribe. Don't like and subscribe. We don't give a shit.
Send money.
Send money.
Yeah. Care of. No.
Per flower per Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
But anyways, you guys have all a good day, and we will see you again in another 2 weeks, and we'll have a new one out. And send in your comments. And actually, if you send in some comments, we will read them. And
Yeah, we'll have a
comment
comment reading thing.
Yeah, it'd be probably a lot of hate mail, but that's okay.
Might not be.
Might not be, but we'll be here for it.
We'll read any. Well, we'll read most of your comments.
Right. All right, like, subscribe, share, do whatever you want. We don't care. This is from Behind the Wrench with Zach and Randy. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks.